You're just sitting there, minding your own business, petting your adorable fluff ball, when CHOMP! Out of nowhere, your sweet kitty turns into a bitey little gremlin. What gives? Are you being punished for a past life? Is your cat plotting to take over the world, one finger at a time? Before you start wearing oven mitts around the house, take a deep breath, because your cat probably isn't trying to ruin your day. In fact, those bites might mean a lot more than you think, and nope, it's not always bad. Number 1, too much love? Time to chomp. You are having a sweet moment with your cat. A little chin rub, a few strokes down the back, and bam! A surprise nibble. What just happened? Simple, your cat hit its cuddle quota. Cats are basically walking bundles of nerve endings. And while a few pets feel like heaven, too many can start to feel like a mosquito stuck on repeat. It's kinda like when someone scratches your back. Amazing at first, but if they keep going for 10 minutes straight, you're like, okay, stop. Seriously, stop. That's pretty much what happens with cats. And the official term for this little switcheroo is petting-induced aggression. Sounds fancy, but it's really just your cat going from aw yeah to ugh no real quick. They're not mad at you. They just have a shorter patience bar for physical touch than you'd expect. And this limit varies. Some cats are all about the long snuggle marathons. Others prefer a quick hello pat, and then need personal space like a moody teenager. If your cat starts swishing its tail like it's conducting an angry orchestra, flattens its ears like paper planes, or stiffens up like a statue, that's your cue. Wrap it up, human. Keep ignoring the signals, and the bite is basically your cat's way of filing a formal complaint. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 2, the sneak attack of doom. Just kidding. It's playtime. Your cat just bit you out of nowhere and dashed off like it had urgent business in another room? Don't worry, you're not living with a furry assassin. That was just play. Yep, that dramatic ambush wasn't aggression. It was basically your cat yelling, "Tag, you're it!" and vanishing into thin air like a tiny whiskered ninja. Cats, especially the young, hyper, full of beans ones, explore the world with their mouths. It's their way of saying, hey, what's this? Can I pounce on it? Can I eat it? Will it run away if I bite it? Much like babies who want to chew on everything, kittens test the world one nibble at a time. A playful bite usually means, ha, gotcha. If there's no toy in sight, your hand becomes the next best chewable thing. And while kittens are the main culprits, because they're still figuring out how to cat, even adult cats sometimes get a little too into the game and forget that your fingers aren't made of rubber. The solution? When things start to escalate and you see that wild sparkle in their eyes, hand them a toy immediately. Something that's not your flesh, ideally. Letting them bite your hands might seem cute now, but you're basically telling them, yes, I am your living, breathing chew toy. Not a great long-term strategy unless you enjoy surprise toothy love. Number 3, the bite that says, hey, I'm right here. Sometimes your cat wants your attention now. Not in 5 minutes, not after you finish scrolling, but right this second. And while some cats go the polite route with a soft meow or a gentle paw tap, others go full drama and deliver a surprise bite. Nothing says, notice me, human, like teeth on skin, apparently. If you're deep in thought, reading, working, or just zoning out, and suddenly you feel a nip followed by an intense stare, yep, your cat is demanding a reaction. It might be hungry, bored, or just a little too aware that you've been ignoring royalty. But here's the catch. Don't reward the sneak attack. Giving your cat what it wants right after a bite teaches it that biting yields results. Next thing you know, you're living with a tiny furry boss who uses teeth as a remote control. Instead, play it cool. Wait for them to do something more civilized, like meowing sweetly or rubbing up against your leg like a feline politician. That's your green light to give them attention. Number 4, ouch means help. When biting signals pain. If your cat suddenly starts biting out of the blue, especially when you touch a certain spot, that nip might be more than just a mood swing. It could be your cat's way of saying, hey, something hurts here. Cats are absolute pros at hiding pain. It's part of their survival instinct. They don't want to look weak. So instead of whining or limping dramatically, they'll often just snap when something really that doesn't feel right. That unexpected bite could be caused by all sorts of things. An injury, arthritis, tummy troubles, or even something deeper going on, like a hidden illness or emotional distress. If your cat, who once loved cuddles, now flinches or bites when you go in for a pet, it's time to play detective. Bottom line, a sudden change in behavior, especially biting where there was none before, isn't random. It's communication, and sometimes it's the only way your cat can say, "I need help." Number 5. Tiny teeth, big chomps. Teething trouble. If your kitten has suddenly turned into a fuzzy little land shark, biting everything from your fingers to your shoelaces, don't panic. They're probably just teething. Kitten teething happens in 2 dramatic acts. First, between 2 to 4 weeks old, their baby teeth start popping in. Cute, right? Then, from 3 to 6 months, those baby teeth begin to fall out to make room for the big kid chompers. And that's when the real biting bonanza begins. During this time, your adorable furball may launch surprise attacks on your hands, feet, cables, furniture, and basically anything chewable. Not out of spite, just trying to get some gum relief. The fix? Offer better options. Get them toys made for teething. Rubber rings, soft fabric toys, or even a damp, cold cloth can do wonders. The coolness helps soothe their irritated gums, and your limbs stay bite-free. Win-win! Number 6. Scaredycat mode. Biting to escape? Ever gone in for a hug and ended up with a scratch and a disappearing cat? You were aiming for bonding, but your feline friend thought it was a hostage situation. That reaction isn't attitude. It's fear or anxiety doing the talking and the biting. Cats are incredibly sensitive creatures. The moment they feel like they're being held against their will, their brain switches to escape mode. Some don't mind being picked up and will chill in your arms like a fuzzy royalty. Others? They feel like they've just been abducted by aliens. Fear and anxiety can bubble up from all sorts of things. A sudden noise, a weird smell, strangers in the house, a visit to the vet, or even just a change in their daily routine. Try to lift your cat while the two are in this freak-out state, and you might end up on the wrong end of their emergency exit strategy. Bite, scratch, and dash. So what's the plan? Let them decide. Cats love affection, but only when it's on their terms. Otherwise, every time you approach with arms wide open, they'll see a giant red flag that says, "Danger, human snuggles incoming." Number 7. The hunter within. Those toes look tasty. Your cat may spend 80% of its day sleeping on your couch like a fluffy potato, but don't be fooled. Under that cozy exterior is a stealthy little predator, always ready for action. Just because they no longer need to hunt dinner doesn't mean the instinct is gone. It's just redirected, usually at your feet. If your cat has ever ambushed your toes, launched itself at your hand, or leapt out from under furniture like a jungle cat in a surprise attack, congratulations. DNC Army. You've activated its home hunting mode. Anything that moves quickly becomes fair game. And sadly for you, that includes socks. This isn't aggression. It's biology. Your cat's brain sees motion and goes, "Prey." The fix? Don't punish the pounce. Redirect it. Feather wands, toy mice, bouncy balls, and anything that mimics prey can give your cat the thrill of the hunt without turning your ankles into chew toys. Remember, your cat doesn't want to hurt you. It just really wants to hunt something. Number 8. The bite came out of nowhere, but it wasn't about you. Ever been minding your business when your cat suddenly launches a surprise attack like you just insulted their ancestors? Don't take it personally. You were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. This is called redirected aggression, a fancy term for "I'm mad and you'll do." Cats can get worked up over all sorts of invisible to human stuff. A loud noise, a strange smell, a squirrel doing parkour outside the window. But instead of confronting the actual offender, which might be impossible, your cat turns to the nearest living thing. You. Lucky you. If your cat bolts at you out of nowhere, biting or swatting like it's reenacting an action movie, check for signs they're actually freaked out. Wide pupils, a stiff body, and a whipping tail are your big red flags. That's your cue to back away slowly and let them chill. Whatever you do, don't try to pet them into peace. It's like trying to hug someone mid-tantrum. Give them space, let them cool off, and soon enough, they'll be back to their normal, adorable, slightly chaotic self. Number 9. Love bites. The toothier side of affection. You're chilling with your cat. Everything's calm. There's purring. Maybe even a little slow blinking. The vibe is perfect. And then, chomp. But wait, it's not a ferocious attack. Your cat just keeps on cuddling like nothing happened. Congrats, you just got a love bite. These little nibbles are actually a feline way of showing affection. Think of them as tiny toothy hugs. It's the same thing mother cats do to their kittens. Gentle grooming with a few tender bites thrown in. Weirdly sweet, right? But if that nibble starts turning into a mini vampire chomp, it might mean things are getting a bit too intense. Time to press pause. If the bite hurts, let out a sharp ouch and pull your hand away. Cats are clever. With repetition, they'll figure out that biting too hard means the fun and the petting stops. And since cats are all about comfort, they'll learn to dial it down if they want more snuggle time. Number 10, final warning. The bite is coming. Let's make one thing clear. Cats never bite for no reason. It might seem like they suddenly turned into a furry little menace, but trust me, they tried to warn you first. You just missed the memo? Cats speak fluent body language, but most humans, well, we kind of flunk the course. Before they sink their teeth into you, they send plenty of signals. A quick flick of the tail, ears going sideways or back like little radar dishes, stiff whiskers, a frozen pose. All big flashing neon signs that scream, "I've had enough." This usually plays out during petting sessions. At first, your cat is loving it, purring, leaning in, all the good vibes. But then, if you go on for too long, things shift. They tense up, tail starts whipping like a propeller. Maybe they even turn their head to look at you like, "Seriously? Still going?" That's your final warning. Ignore it and chomp. Message delivered. But here's the thing, this kind of bite isn't them being mean or aggressive. It's more like, "You left me no choice, human." It's a boundary-setting bite, a last-ditch effort to say, "Please stop," when their subtler cues failed. The solution? Pay attention. Really watch your cat's body language. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Your support not only encourages us, but also helps other cat lovers discover our content. Don't forget to share your experiences in the comments below, and consider subscribing to the Wise Animals channel for more informative videos on understanding and caring for our feline friends. Thank you for watching,